Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
That last completion sets them up on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Looking for room, it's Judkins. Hard running there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Ibuka. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. And the timing just a hair off.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Henderson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. That's reeled in. It's Ibuka. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires left. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense. You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown tie.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's taking the shot. Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one, but I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game because that dude has got some bad intentions.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to...
Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
And you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Looking for the score. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. The 50. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive and trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Can't get him to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 for us. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Ohio State.
First down here for the offense. to throw. It's Milroe. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Ball goes out of bounds. The onside kick is unsuccessful, and they'll take over after the penalty. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Oh, left him grasping for air. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They'll immediately call timeout. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
1st down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Milroe. Still looking, on the move. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Alabama pushing the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Williams. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Makes the catch past the sticks. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on a...
And he's running in the open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. On the ground, it's Henderson. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And now on second down for this offense. Give to the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Ohio State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Howard. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in too.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Tide! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Howard. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing on some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Sends it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Game of 8. Now, Fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The aerial assault continues. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little time. To the end zone and is picked off. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down.
I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires on the move. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. 1st down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Get set.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The play action fake. Slips away. Buys a little time with his feet. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so they're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. The sure hands, it's Henderson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
To the air, it's Milroe. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Bama about to kick off to get things started. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit.
At the 19-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Miller with the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to power it in.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown tie. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the back. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 6, Ohio State 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, give on the inside. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give on the inside. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Buckeyes will move the sticks with the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Henderson.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
To the air, it's Howard. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right
there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They need hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A first down for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Alabama pushing the tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really...
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for the big play. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet at the 45. And And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. Big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well. They're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Keeps it and got some room, headed to the goal line. It's a fumble on the play.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. To the air, it's Milroe. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Bama, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loud.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Judkins. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Trying to move them on the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama quickly back to the line. He's got it on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Moving away from pressure. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 22, Ohio State 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. With the catch, it's Haynes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Was to pass. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. The back goes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got loose, it was all over. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He's got his man. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback...
Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Getting some heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Finds his back in the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 20. The 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Using the quick game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to lead, man. This feels like this one's over.
Never know. Every point is important to some. And they'll make the extra point, but they still lose it by a touchdown. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.